Saturday, April 27th. 8 minutes of taping time. Might have to get up and put a plug in here in a minute. But it's been a typical Saturday for me. I kind of forgot Mom was talking about maybe coming down. Well, she said she was thinking about coming down until the weather, was supposed to be crappy. I guess maybe it's going to be crappy later? I don't know. Seems pretty sunny to me right at the moment, but I don't know. So I saw something about rain, but she was saying something about coming down and riding out the storm with me tonight, but she decided to stay home because she'd spend too much money, which is probably a good idea, I guess. But so I've been sleeping. Of course, we know this. It's my weekend. It's what I do. I have been up for a little while, though. I've been watching some stuff. Blah. Finished off the most recent season of American Horror Story. The latest episode of Chucky, of course. I think next week is its season finale. I don't know. And then there was more sleeping, and then watched a few more things, and I'm like, I could feel my eyes starting to get heavy. I was kind of like, maybe I should make today's video. Should answer today's question real quick before I fall asleep and miss a day. Like, gotta be vigilant because I haven't missed a day so far somehow. So I'm gonna try to keep on that trend. I'm on day I think it's 117 now. So yes, let's see what the 27th holds in store for us. When was the last time you donated something to charity? I was trying to think if I've donated anything since. Well, I mean, right now at the checkouts at Walmart, they have that thing about, would you like to round up to feed children or whatever? I've done that a couple times. So, I mean, I guess that counts. I don't know. It's less than $1 here, less than $1 there. I don't do it every time, but it's kind of like, sure. I'll throw some change at some children. Like literal change. Peg them as hard as I can. There are multiple ways you could take that, and they're all equally as terrible. But anyway. But yes, I've done that. The most recent, I was going through all my shit from Loot Crate that I had, because I was throwing some of the boxes away of Loot Crate stuff, and I'm like, well, I might want to keep this. I might, there was other stuff that I'm like, I don't know this franchise. I don't care about this item, whatever. So I had 2 bags, I think, of stuff from my Loot Crate that I'm like, I don't care anything about this. I was always trying to I'm lazy. We've discussed how lazy I am. It's like, if I put this shit on eBay, then I've got to price it and do the description, and if it actually sells, I actually have to ship it off. But then it's like there's the big flea market in town. I thought about getting a booth in the big flea market in town and maybe putting my stuff in there. But then it's like, well, then you gotta price it and go put more stuff in the. And it may or may not sell, I don't know. But since I had those 2 bags, I think it was a couple years ago now, they were trying to raise money for the animal shelter, because the city cut off funding for it or whatever, and people were trying to show hey, people still want to support the animal shelter. So they were having a garage sale or something, a big community charity garage sale. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this shit. I've got 2 bags, and then I had t-shirts in the other room that, once again, it's like I could put them on eBay, I could take them to the flea market. I don't know, man. I don't know what I want to do with these. They're just sitting here in a pile, and if somebody else can make money off of them and spread money to the animals or whatever, that's fine. So I think I got a trash bag full of t-shirts to take to them, and those 2 bags of nerdy Loot Crate stuff that it's like, oh, I don't want this shit, you know. So that was the last time I like actually donated something. We don't have a Salvation Army in town anymore. They closed. The city didn't renew their lease or something. I don't know. And all the other like rent was too high or something like that. I can't something along those lines. So we don't have a Salvation Army to donate stuff to anymore. And there's one time there's like a battered women's shelter. Like I messaged them once about some toys that I was wanting to get rid of, because I was like, well, I never actually ended up doing it, but I was like, you know, I've got some old stuffed animals that, like, you know, I'm going to be going through this, you know, and seeing which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to get rid of. I'm like, would you all be interested? Because, you know, some of the mothers bring their kids with them. They like to have, you know, toys there for the kids to play with, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then nobody ever got back with me, so it's kind of like, okay, I guess. So then, like I said, I never ended up doing that task anyway, so it didn't matter. But it's kind of like, maybe if they had replied, I would have been like, okay, well, now I have somewhere to take this stuff, so, you know, maybe I would have done it. Who knows? Probably not. It's me. But anyway, so I'd say the most legitimate last time that I've donated to charity would have been that, you know, those couple of sacks of things that I took to the. It was for the animal shelter, plus one of the. I want to say like one of the churches or something, or maybe the homeless shelter, or one of the homeless shelters or something. Like it was dual, you know, what they were raising money for. So, but the animal shelter happened to be, or maybe that was the next one. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I donate change here and there to hungry families, I suppose. Right now, I think that's what it's for. I don't know. It's something that pops up on the screen. Would you like to round up for something, yada yada yada? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, a little bit of change here, a little bit of change there. But those are probably my best answers. So now this is flashing at me, and I can get your question today uploaded and go back to my possible nap. I'll probably try to watch something else, maybe, but I don't know if I'll make it through it. That's what I was trying to. I was watching an episode of Night Court, and it's the one with the Wheelers, when the Wheelers come back, and I'm like, I've seen this. I don't know why it was telling me that I needed to watch it. It was popping up on my, you know, continue watching list on Peacock, whatever. And I was like, why is this, like, because I got into it, and it's like, I kind of remember, you know, that their daughter showed up, and, like, some of the jokes, I was like, I remember these, like, I remember some of it, not all of it. I slept through some of it. But I still feel like I watched it, so I don't know. I don't know why it started over from the beginning, but whatever. I rewatched it in the next episode after that, so I do fall asleep watching things and then don't remember them, but sometimes if it's like, you know, elimination, whatever, like Drag Race, it's like, as long as I see kind of the end and who gets kicked off, like, that's, you know, I don't necessarily care about the challenge or any of that sort of stuff. It's like, get to the point. I suppose Drag Race France, Season 3, that's the next one coming up, apparently. Though I don't think it has a release date. I don't know. But the Meet the Queens thing came out yesterday, maybe? I don't know, recently. I was like, oh, so it looks like that's the next one. I have my answer. But that's a ways away. So, a ways away. Jungle, lion, something? I don't know. Yes. But anyway, that's that. And I should see you tomorrow, probably. But anyway, have a good one. And I'll see you for what I see you.